Hi, I'm Luke. Today on Out of Darts, we are going to look at another failed mod. This time, it's Tarik. If you're wondering why you're seeing so much of Tarik on my channel, it's generally because he comes all the way up from Sacramento, California to visit me in the Pacific Northwest, and anytime he's up, we try to film a couple videos together, and this time we were reasonably successful, so we got a few done. Yeah. Today he brought up this Fearless Fire mod. The Fearless Fire is a little bit of an ill-fated blaster. The whole line, I have a daughter, and this whole line kind of infuriates me because all Hasbro needed to do was just advertise their existing blasters to girls instead of just pinkifying everything and making things worse. That being said, this blaster is actually pretty cool. It's a front-loading blaster, and it normally has a little mini stock, which is far too short. Going over the mods, what Tarik has done to basically improve this blaster is to hack off the stock. I believe a buddy of his did the actual cutting. Kyle. And then he did a 3D printed trigger, a really comfortable grip here, which just feels awesome in my hands. And then cutting off this silly foregrip that is really uncomfortable and usually ends up with your wrist right in these darts here. But this blaster is fun because it's a little front loader, great little scavenger blaster. At least if I don't try to fire too fast. But tell us a little bit more about the motivation behind some of it.
Yeah, so if you know anything about Kyle and his mods, he likes to expose a lot of wiring and motors. You can see that where the battery's trapped right here in the back and cuts, and then there's this, and I was like, man, I can't have all these wires and motors exposed. So I was like, okay, let me play around with this idea of, can I make this more comfortable? Because this was designed, I don't even know whose hands this was designed for, because even this trigger, though I haven't replaced, is one of the most uncomfortable triggers as anybody has experienced.
Yeah, I mean, I made the joke, when I first picked up the original version of the blaster, I just picked it up and immediately dropped it on the floor.
Yeah. And then this, I don't know if you guys remember, but it was literally a square with sharp. They didn't even like chamfer it or anything. And I was like, okay, come on, anybody can do better. So I did that.
Really bad.
Then when you have big hands like us, me and Luke, it's, it just didn't have enough extension. So I, extended that. And this is where you can see the little comfort grips that I've been trying to pull off. Since I think this is still before Jupiter.
Yeah, well before.
Yeah, so I already got to contouring, but it was between you and me that worked on that grip. You set it up for me, and then I designed the grip. So I don't want to take credit for that. That was your grip design.
It was collaborative.
But yeah, so it's really clever. There's a one, right? The battery. Do you even sell this battery? Do you remember?
Yeah, it's a 2S. What's it? It's a 2S1000, right?
Yeah, it's 2S1000.
But it's very thin and flat, so it fits really well in the back there.
Yeah, you can see it here. Ooh.
I think we've had this or do have it. It's the Nanotech 1.0 2S. We've had it on and off depending on availability.
Right, and it fits perfectly in here. So you just hack off this back, hack off the bottom here, and then you can get this. And we were talking about this. We're going to throw these files up on the Prusa's website, the one that they have for 3D printing, so that anybody can have access to it and print these out. If you guys are interested about the color matching, I got a really good color. This is eSun's. They have an ABS and a PETG that's pretty close to the color system that the Rebelle uses. And I was going to mention, the fun fact is we have a lot of these blasters because it was marketed towards girls, but some of the blasters are really good. Like they're 5-shot versions. I can't remember those, like the Hammer Shot, but it's 5 shots.
The Hammer Shot is 5 shots.
It's also 5-shot, but it's a smaller profile.
Yeah, what is it called? The
with the thumb.
The Rebelle. This is embarrassing. People are laughing at us right now.
Yeah.
I literally have like 3 of them. They're great because the shell is very sleek and smooth lines, and a very different kind of design compared to the Hammer Shot. It is the, gosh, I cannot remember. And the whole line has just gone into obscurity now.
The thing that's the big difference is that thumb is closer. So for people with smaller hands, it's easier to prime the blaster than it is to prime the hammer.
And it's also an easier blaster to holster. It's like.
And so this one is really good for, we used to use this a lot in BTA, because of the, you have only 300 dart limit for your entire team. You may be running and you run out, and you can easily grab this blaster and just fill it up as you go, and you get a nice, fire, and performance is pretty good. So it was worth
really great scavenger blaster. BTA, by the way, Blaster Tag Association, for those who haven't attended one there, it's a great 5v5 competitive Nerf. So again, these files are going to be available on Prusa's website, which I believe is called prusaprinters.org. It's where Prusa users and others can share files. There'll be STLs as well, so you'll be able to get them for any printer, not just Prusa, but we both do really, really love the Prusa printers. I'm up to 26 of them, and you've got, what, 3?
2, and then I'm getting...
And a few old ones, and then the Mini's coming. Yeah. And for those who haven't heard, the Prusa, the organization, they've got a Prusa Research. Their next printer is the Prusa Mini. It's this $350. By the time you're done, it's like $400 with shipping, and you've got this great, in theory, really great printer for a really good price point. So we're going to be expanding the print farm with those printers, and I think they're going to be very, very popular in the hobby. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think of these mods. Again, they're in the description. Until next time, I'm out of darts.